Hey, good morning, friends. Hello, how are you all doing? All right, I've got my microphone set up this morning to try and see if that helps make the audio sound a little bit better, at least on the Facebook side, where we also put the replays on YouTube. So, good morning to everyone. I hope this finds you doing so well. Welcome to April, right? I know weather dependent on where you live, if it feels like and looks like spring or not. But either way, as you jump on, let me know where you're joining and from. All right, that's what I would love to hear from you this morning. Oh boy, that just scoots right up. There we go. Yeah, let me know where you're joining from. Okay, what city, state, country are you in? I know we have a number of Canadian friends that join us, which I'm so grateful for. So as you jump on, let me know. We are talking today about your step-by-step guide to marketing your equestrian business. So for the past couple of weeks, we have spent some time really diving into a few specific elements of your marketing, whether it be your audience, your social media, your website, your email marketing, all very important components of your online marketing strategy for your equestrian business. So, how do we fit those pieces together? That's what I want to talk to you about today. I'm going to break it down into a step-by-step guide for you because I love to make it actionable, practical, and doable. All right. So, my goal when you walk away from today's live training is that you will be equipped to take at least one action step that's going to help you make progress with your marketing and your equestrian business. All right. So, as I said, as you join, let me know you are here, even if it's in the replays. Let me know you're here and where you are listening from. And we're going to go ahead and jump in, all right, to how to market your horse business in a step by step format, okay? Because here's what I know. Whether you are a horse business owner who has been doing this for a while and you've been booking clients, you've maybe been doing word of mouth, and you're realizing that for a long-term strategy, you're really ready to take the step to really invest in yourself and invest in your business and get your marketing where you want it to be. Or perhaps you are someone who's saying, Denise, I'm starting out. I've been doing this on the side for a while, and now I'm really ready to go in with both feet, and I want to do it right from the get-go. I want to have my marketing strategy in place. Either way, I guarantee that you have been looking online and trying to piecemeal something together, maybe copying what others are doing, just trying to DIY it in the middle of the night, but you're ready to take that next step. That's why I want to help you to have a place that you can go to here in this training, and of course, always on my How to Market Your Horse Business podcast, so that you can really feel equipped and not overwhelmed when it comes to marketing your horse business. Okay. So let's jump in, right? I've got 4 steps for you. So truly, I'm telling you, it's a step-by-step guide. I want you to follow these 4 steps. And as you do, then you're going to have clarity on how to move forward. Okay. The first one, number 1, it's so important that you know who you are serving. Okay, when you're creating your social media content, when you are putting together YouTube videos, when you are deciding where you should be advertising, all of those things stem from knowing who you want to serve and who you want to work with. Because at the end of the day, marketing is really just talking to the right people in a way that speaks to them, that connects to them and moves them to action. And you cannot build that connection through your marketing if you do not know who you're marketing to. So the first step in marketing your equine business is to know who you are serving. I want you to focus on not just the demographics. While that can be important, I want you to really think about the person and their problems, or the horse, right? You're selling to a person though. So even though you may be a horse trainer, you're selling to a person. So think about that horse and then think about, what is that owner experiencing? What are the feelings that they are having about that experience? What do they want to be experiencing on the other side after they have worked with you? It's the same for you if you're a riding instructor or if you are selling a product, if you're a massage body worker, if you're a photographer, right? All of those things, you're selling to people. So I want you to really focus as you put your marketing strategy together on knowing who it is that you serve. So that's your first step in your marketing plan, okay? Step number 2 is to build your email list. Now, you've heard me talk before on my podcast as well as here in these live trainings for the past few weeks about the importance of building your email list because you have direct access to people. I'm not going to repeat all the statistics that I shared with you, but if you have not listened to those previous trainings, I invite you to go to my YouTube channel, Storm Lily Marketing, or to my Facebook page. You can find those complete replays and learn more about the value of email marketing, how it truly is for every single horse business, no matter your size or the niche that you serve in the market. And so why do I want you to go to step 2, building your email list, and not social, which you probably thought I was going to say? Social is important, but here's the thing. When you get there, where are you sending them? If you don't have a place to send them to continue that connection, then your efforts may not be as fruitful as you would like. So therefore, I want you to focus on preparing a place to build your email list. It does not have to be complicated. Almost every email service provider, such as MailerLite, MailChimp, ConvertKit, there are tons of options out there. And I'm pretty sure, I know everyone that I just mentioned for sure. They have the capability for you to create what's called a landing page so that you can very easily collect those email addresses, okay? Because again, your email list is your direct line of communication to your potential customers or even your existing customers, right? Many of you are going to be selling to existing customers. Email communication is going to be key for that process, okay? So number 2 is to build that email list. Definitely creating a valuable lead magnet or a freebie where people are incentivized to sign up for your emails, something that's connected to the product or service that you have to sell. That is going to be key as well, okay? That is all part of building out your email list. Step number 3. Now it's time to engage on social media, right? So now that you know who you're trying to connect with, who you are creating content for, and then you're ready to create that content, right? You're ready to get on social media, build those relationships, find those hashtags, follow. In last week's training, I shared with you 7 simple strategies for building those connections on social media. You're ready to do that in this step because you know who you're going to find. You know who you're going to connect with, okay? Remember that social media is created to be social. So create that content and then get out there and engage, all right? That is step number 3. Now remember, as a part of your content strategy, I want you to keep list building in mind. So it does not need to be every single day, but definitely on a weekly basis, even in your stories, you can do very easily every Friday, do a freebie Friday post, right? And let people know about the free resources that you have available in exchange for their email address, of course, right? So as you are on social media, remember that list building strategy that we have talked about and incorporate into that social media plan, okay? All right, step number 4 in your step-by-step marketing guide for your equestrian business is now to use your website to turn your online visitors into your customers. Now, many of you may have thought website would be first or social media would be first, so I'm sure that some of these steps are surprising to you. But again, what I have seen as I have worked with clients one-on-one, both for websites and for coaching, is that when you start with a website and you don't have a clear idea of who you're creating for, who you're talking to, the problems that you solve, you don't have a clear plan in place to get those emails, then when you start with the website, you end up having to go back and redo a lot of that work. Because as you get clarity in the process, as you start building out that email strategy, as you really hone in on your messaging, then you want to go back and make sure that your website communicates that clearly to your ideal customers. So that's why I have website as step number 4, because when you have that clarity, your website is certainly an investment. We all know that, right? So I want you to invest at the point where it's going to make the most sense for you and your business, and where you're going to get the best return on investment is when you have that clarity. Now, definitely as a part of my website services in my coaching services, that's what I do. I help you to get that clarity. So if you're coming to work with me, don't feel like you have to have all of these things figured out, because we can do that together. But it's a very important piece of that process. And it's exactly why I put all of these steps into a framework that I could teach you inside of a coaching program. I call it my Saddle Up and Go framework, and it is what you will learn inside of Take the Reins, my one-on-one coaching program, right? Because I want to take this outline, these basic steps, and really go deeper with you and help you to take action. Because here is what I often hear and see. And that is, Denise, I've heard these things before. It's not brand new information, right? I appreciate you breaking it down. Seeing the steps is helpful, but taking action is where I'm struggling, right? I need someone to hold me accountable. I need somebody to really guide me in this process, to put a strategy together that I can follow, right? I hear it all the time. Denise, just tell me what to do, give me a plan, and I will follow it. And that's exactly why I created Take the Reins, because you need that clear path to follow that's centered around your goals, and it's a plan that is customized for your business, your audience, and the goals that you're moving towards in your business, so that you can use social media, so that you can use list building, so that you can use your website to connect you with your ideal customers who are going to help you to meet those goals for your business. And that's exactly what we do inside of Take the Reins. So for the past couple of weeks, you have heard me mention Take the Reins. And today I want to take a little bit of time to really go deeper and answer some of the common questions that I see and receive when it comes to this coaching program. So I want to share with you, now that you know those 4 steps to marketing your equine business, right? Now that you need to know who you're serving. You need to be very clear on building that email list. You need to be engaging on social and have a website that's helping you to turn your visitors into your customers. What does that look like inside of Take the Reins, my one-to-one coaching program? As I mentioned, it is my personalized coaching program. It is specifically created for equestrian entrepreneurs who want to create a cohesive social media, website, and email marketing strategy. And we do that together in 3 months. So at the end of our time together, you will walk away with a customized marketing plan that you can implement on your own. So you're not going to be hiring out your social media. At the end of these 3 months, you will be equipped to do it on your own. So it is an investment in your business. But when you think about, if you're going to hire someone to help you with social media on a monthly basis, on the low end, you're paying $300. On the high end, you're paying $700, $750, up to $1,000, right? And if you think about that on a 12-month basis, that's a lot of money that adds up. So instead, I want to help to equip you to be confident in how you're marketing your business online, so that you have a plan you can implement on your own. So who is it for? It's for equestrian entrepreneurs. You have a vision for your business. You know where you want to go, right? So applications are open. But before I tell you more about the process of applying for the program, I'd actually love to go a little bit deeper for you and share who it's for and who it's not for. So you've heard me mention before, if you go to stormlily.com/reins, you will learn more about the program and the breakdown, and I highly encourage you to do that if this is a program that sounds like it's a good fit for you. But since you're here, I want to share just a bit more about who I created Take the Reins for, and I think it's important to know who it's not for, because it is not for everybody, and that's okay, right? I've told you guys that in your services and your products. You are not for everybody, and that's okay. So let me share with you about Take the Reins and who it's for. If you're an equestrian entrepreneur who has a big dream in your heart for your business, you really do have a vision for where you're going, you're willing to do the work, you just need a leg up to get your marketing in place, then it is for you. If you are dedicated, you're ready to stop staring at your phone, trying to figure out what to say on social media, you want a step-by-step plan so that you can both get new followers, but especially turn your followers into your customers, then Take the Reins is for you. if you are a growth-oriented equestrian entrepreneur, right? You're taking action because you know where you want to go. You're willing to do what it takes because you do want to grow your business. It's not just a hobby to you, right? It truly is your business. You're ready to own that CEO role and step into the role of marketing as well. Then Take the Reins is for you. And lastly, if you are an equestrian entrepreneur, if you are a business owner who prioritizes the experience your customers have with you, if you care about creating a quality experience and you're ready to create an online journey that reflects that experience, then Take the Reins is also for you. Now, who is it not for? All right, Take the Reins is not for business owners who think that social media is all that you need to market your equine business. If you've heard me teaching, but you're still like, Denise, I'm just not on board. Social media is good for me. I'm good with renting space online and putting my trust in the algorithm. Then Take the Reins is not for you. And that's okay. You hang out on social and you do you, okay? Now, if you are somebody who loves to learn, but then does not implement, you're all about digesting information but not taking action, Take the Reins is not for you because you will have homework, and to get those results that you want, you're going to need to do that homework. Now, Take the Reins is also not for those of you who are so scared of tech, you will not open a Google document, right? Now, I am not expecting you to know all the things techie. However, I do need Take the Reins students to be willing to share documents and not be afraid to jump into those types of things. So I'm not going to overwhelm you with tech, but I will tell you Google Drive, Google Docs, it is a part of the process. And so if that's too much for you, then Take the Reins is not a fit. Now, lastly, if you are still in the ideation phase of your business, you're not quite established, you aren't sure what your services are yet, you haven't served any clients, Take the Reins is not for you, okay? This isn't a time for you to make an investment into your business. And if you don't know what your business is yet, I would not suggest jumping into this one-on-one coaching program, okay? Now, if you have questions about that, or you're saying, Denise, this is my scenario, is Take the Reins for me, then please drop those into the comments, send me a direct message or an email, denise@stormlily.com. I'd be happy to answer your questions, all right? So let's talk about what happens after you apply. Applications are open each quarter. So right now, quarter 2 is open at stormlily.com/reins. And so what happens when you apply? Well, first, I'm really looking at every single application that comes in to make sure that you're a fit for the program. If I believe you're a fit, then we will get on Zoom together so I can talk to you personally and learn more about you and the goals that you have for your business and see if they align with what Take the Reins will offer you. And if we both agree, yep, it sounds like a great fit, let's move forward, then welcome to having your biggest cheerleader and coach on your team, right? At that point, I am on board. I am invested in you and your business. And that's the big difference with a coaching program versus an online course or, buying a curriculum or even reading a book or listening to a podcast, right? We are going to be in it together. So we will have 2 90-minute coaching calls, intensive coaching calls every month for 3 months. And I have a plan for each one. So it is not getting on the call and saying, okay, Denise, I have a couple questions. And it's not me saying, okay, what have you got for me today? Instead, do I ask and care about how you're doing? Of course. Will I be available to answer your questions? Absolutely. But we also have a process for me to take you through to get to the other side so you have that customized plan. So every call has a strategy attached to it, and every call has homework attached to it for you to do in between. And then in between calls, I am available to you through Voxer, which is basically an app for voice memos, or of course, email, right? So I am here to support you along the way, and we're in it together. So what else does that mean that we're in it together? It also means that you are going to get the tools and templates you need to take the action I am giving you. So for example, if I give you homework, I'm going to give you the documents attached to that for you to do what you need to do your homework. Okay, so why do I do that? I have been in coaching programs where they wanted me to do something, right? They're like, okay, Denise, go evaluate all your offers, do XYZ, and then come back and report in 2 weeks. And I had no framework to follow. I was literally back to Googling by myself to figure those things out. I do not want that for you. I don't want you to make Google your friend during our time together. Instead, I am your friend. I am your coach. So I will give you what you need to be successful in our time together. So that means when it comes time to design that valuable lead magnet, we're going in Canva together. We're outlining content together, right? I'm giving you feedback on the design. All of those things, I am in your corner. Okay, so this is not an online course that you are buying and doing on your own. We are in this together. Okay, so as far as the timeline, so you know who it's for, you know who it's not for, you know what that process looks like, and on the other side, what you're walking away with, right? You're walking away with a customized plan for your marketing for your equestrian business. So what does that look like? As I mentioned, right now applications are open. I only open 6 slots per quarter because I really want to focus on that personalized approach and make that time for you and I to have those intensive calls together. And so we will work together for 3 months from the time that you join. And then, of course, I will be available in that process to be supporting you. If you happen to apply and it's at a time where I'm not taking applications or I am not filling any slots, then we will still connect. And if we both believe it's a good fit, then I will get you into the next quarter. Okay. I'm absolutely here with you throughout that process. Okay. Now, as I mentioned, as you are listening to this, if you have questions about Take the Reins, please feel free to drop them in the comments, send me a message. But if you have heard all of this and you're saying, Denise, this is exactly what I've been looking for. I have been floundering with my marketing for my equestrian business. I've been overwhelmed. I've been unsure of my next steps and what strategy I should be putting in place. And so I've just been doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that and copying this person and hodgepodging my marketing together. But I'm ready to up-level the experience that my clients have with me online and my potential clients have with me online. Then I invite you to go to stormlily.com/reins and apply for Take the Reins. All right. Now, again, you've gotten your 4 steps to marketing your equestrian business today. So I encourage you to go back and revisit those, see where you are in the process, and pull out one thing that you can do as a result of today's training that will equip you for the future of your equestrian business. All right. Thank you so much, friends, for joining me here today. I hope that this was helpful and equipping to you. And I will be back again a couple of times later this week with some more live training. So stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, feel free to reach out if you have any questions at all. All right. Have an amazing day.